Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. For this decoration I've got a bag of assorted wine glasses and old champagne plastic glasses which I've just taken out of the bag and assembled them according to how I would like them. So this is a stack of some of the glasses that are going to be assembled in that order. Because I have children coming to the party, I don't want to use real candles, so I'm going to be making fake candles. And I've got a bag of assorted sizes of toilet rolls, which I'm going to be turning into my fake candles. So some of them are like that, and I'm going to take the other ones, just slot them in because they're just a wee bit smaller, so I can join two toilet papers together. To assemble the glasses, I've taken the bottoms off some of them because they've all got different sizes. So this one's got quite a nice long base on it, and that's the champagne glass. And then the wine glass, when you take that off, it's got a really small little tiny one. So what I've done now is taken some of them off the spare ones, and I'm doing a long and a short, and I'm going to hot glue those two together like that. And then the next ones I'm doing, I've got two longs, and I'm doing two of those, so I've got 4 pieces which I'm going to be gluing together like that. I'm doing 4 lots of 4, and I want them all different. So the first one that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking one of the wine glasses, and I'm taking the one that's got the long and the short, and I'm going to be gluing those two together like that. And I want them to be staggered in height, so that's why I'm doing them this way. The next one that I'm going to be doing is I'm taking one of the champagne glasses and one of the wine glasses, and I'm just gluing that on top of that one. And for the third one, I'm taking 2 of the champagne glasses and one of the long pieces, and I'm gluing that between the 2 champagne glasses like that. And for the fourth one, I'm taking a champagne glass and the other 2 pieces that I glued together, which are the longs, and I'm just gluing that at the bottom of this one. So I've got my 4 different heights. And now I'm going to just spray paint them all black. To make my candles, I've got different size toilet rolls, and because I want them quite long, I'm taking 2 toilet rolls, and I've got one that's slightly thinner than the other one, so I'm just slotting that one inside to join them so that I've got a nice length for the toilet rolls. And I'm just going to glue those together. And then they will fit in the glasses like that. There's that one, and then as you can see, they stagger upwards, so all of them are going from short to tall. Now that I've got all the cardboard glued together, what I'm going to do is take a small pair of scissors, and I'm just going to be cutting out a small section like that on each of the cardboard. Just like that, so that when I put the candle in, it'll sit like that inside the cardboard, so that the candle doesn't fall through. What I'm doing is I'm measuring the candle like that, and just below it on the inside I'm just putting a bead of glue on the 4 sides. Just like that. So when you put the candle in, it's just going to sit like that without dropping all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to be painting them all off-white. I've got an old baking tray which I've lined with aluminium foil, and make sure that it goes high enough up the side so it doesn't seep through. And all I'm doing is I'm taking some old candle. I'm just going to melt those all down. The paint is all dry on my candles that I painted, and now I'm taking them and I'm going to dip them into the wax, which is just about melted, but there's quite a nice pool here which I'm going to be using. So I've got a pair of tongs because the bottoms are not that important, and I'm holding my hand upside down so that when I rotate it, it can go all the way around. And then I'm dipping the top in as well so that it can get quite a lot of wax on it. And then take that out and put it aside to dry. Once the wax is dry on the first layer, I'm going to dip it again. So all of them are going to be dipped twice. Now that the wax is all dry, I'm taking a teaspoon and I'm just going to pour the wax along the front bend here so that it can drip down. I'm doing that on all of them, so that's what I've done at the moment. I've got all my candles done, and as you can see they all turn out completely different, which is what I like. I've got a toilet roll and I'm just going to be cutting it into little strips. So I'm cutting them about 1 centimetre in width. And then I'm going to be taking them, and where my glasses join at the base here, I'm going to be gluing these strips around there just to secure them a little bit more and to make it look like they're not just wine glasses glued together. So I'm just going to use some hot glue and glue those around there once I've glued them all in. Just like that, and then I'm going to do the top one as well. I've got one of these fluoro Mountain Dew bottles, and what I've done is I've just cut the top off and the bottom off, so I'm just left with this flat piece in the middle. And I've taken a picture of a skull, and all I'm doing is I'm going to place that on it and then trace around it with black marker, and then I'm got these tiny little balls that just open like that, and once I've cut that all out on the piece, I'm going to put it in the center so the ball will look like that. And I'm doing 2 of those, which will be going on my buffet table. That'll be sitting amongst the candles that we've just made. To weight my candles down, I'm using some general all-purpose cement that was damaged in our floods, so pretty much they're just rocks. I'm going to add a wee bit of water to it in the hopes that some of it will gel together, but you can fill them with sand or rocks, or in this case, some cement. I've filled all the glasses that are the base of the candle holders with the cement, and the ones that don't have a glass at the bottom, what I've done is I've just filled the little stem or base at the bottom of these ones. Well, my cement is dry in my candle holders, and now what I'm doing is to seal this all in. I'm just going to be cutting out some cardboard discs and gluing it on with hot glue. All the bases have been spray painted black. I've put the candles in, and I put the little tea lights in the top there. So that's my display for my Halloween Rocky Horror Picture Show party completed. To make this decoration, I'm going to be using cardboard tubing. I've got these large cardboard tubes, and all I'm doing now is I'm putting them onto a spare piece of cardboard, and I'm going to trace around them so that I can get a cover for the top of them. And I've got 2 of those, and they're both different sizes. So I've got a really large one and then this smaller one. And I've just painted it red and cut a piece of cardboard and glued it onto the top. And I've taken my glue gun and just written Rocky along the side. And I've got a smaller one, and I've painted that one black. And then I've just got some mussel shells, and I've just spray painted the other side of them gold. And then I'm going to glue those together to make a flower. I've got this assortment of beads, and it's just called the bead kit, and I'm going to be taking some of these pearls and some of the mussels. I've put 6 of them together, and some I've got 2, and some of them I've just glued 3, but I'm going to be gluing a full pearl on each of them, just like that. I've painted the glue in black now, and now I'm going to be using this rich gold metallic finish, and I'm going to be painting over the glue. I painted the glue with the gold now. To neaten the box lid up around the top here, I'm just going to be using some of these costume party beads, and I'm going to be taking some hot glue and just gluing them all the way around like that, and then painting them the same colour as the red one. And I'm doing the same on the black one as well by gluing the bead just along the top like that, and then painting these ones black. And then just go around the whole top. And now I'm going to be gluing my shells on. So I've got 3 at the bottom there, and then I'm going to be gluing the 6 piece there, and then the small 2 piece just at the top there. I'm just using hot glue to glue these on. I've glued all the shells on, so I've got the 2 piece at the top, and then the big one in the center and the small one. So that's what it's looking like. All the paint is dry now, and now I'm going to assemble it. I'm not actually going to be gluing anything on, I'm just placing them in position like that. So the name is at the bottom, and then the top piece will just go like that. and then the candle is going to go on the top, and I've made extra shells to just glue onto the top part here. So I've got 3 together and 1 spare shell, which I'm going to just glue on. I've completed the decoration, and that's it standing in its position.